Hi, I'm JC Stewart and thank you for watching Music News.
JC Stewart, it's great to see you. Feeling good today?
Yeah, great. Really good. It's been a fun day so far. I've been walking about here in my socks. Been living the dream. It's been great.
Great.
Yeah.
You've made it onto the MTV PUSH once to Watch Shortlist for 2020. How does that feel?
It's crazy. It's genuinely like MTV is MTV. Like, that's crazy. I grew up even in like the school sort of canteen. I remember it was always on. So to be in here in the first place is cool. I thought I would never be allowed in somewhere like this. And then to be on their list is like, yeah, it's mind blowing. I remember my manager told me and I was just like, really? Oh, sick. That's great. Like,
was it a complete surprise?
Yeah, out of nowhere, honestly. Like, we've just been kind of doing our thing, just releasing music, trying our best, playing gigs, like, yeah, working, and sort of to get this is kind of really nice end of the year and going on to next year. It's really exciting.
Great. I mean, last year Lewis Capaldi topped the list. You've already written with him. Is there any more to come?
I'm playing a show with him tonight. But hopefully we're going to do some more writing. But yeah, I've been friends with Lewis for a while now, so it's hilarious to watch him kind of doing what he's doing. It's so much fun. So yeah, he's killing it.
Following in his footsteps then?
Oh man, hopefully I'm just like chasing his tail at this point, but it's no, it's good. Yeah, I mean, we're doing different music, which I love. It's like we're kind of being able to support each other because, you know, I'm not really doing the piano ballad stuff. He's not really doing the sort of as much of the pop music as I do. So it's really fun, kind of helping each other out. You know, well, him helping me out at this point.
Well, good sort of fan base then.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of crossovers, so it's quite funny. Yeah, it's good.
Who else would be a sort of dream collaborator for you? Dream
collaborator? I mean, someone asked me this yesterday and I was thinking, and it was like, it's got to be Mark Ronson, I think, right now. Just every record he puts out every few years is perfect to me. Also, I think Rosalia, I think she's amazing. What sort of flamenco pop music and a kid from Northern Ireland would sound like together? I don't know. Would it be okay? I don't know. But yeah, I'd love to do just something like that and just sort of try some new stuff. But honestly, anybody who'll have me at this point will be fun.
Well, they'll probably be queuing up to. What about, how would you describe your musical style?
It's pop music, but it's I'd like to think it's more soulful. It's real. You know, I only know how to write one way, and that's sort of what I know, which is I can't really fake it because it just sounds like I've faked it if I try. So it's just honest music. It's pop music. My sister calls me a professional sad boy, which is in my Instagram. So it's sad, but I'm not that sad. It's just, you know how it is. But yeah, it's a hard question to answer. It just kind of is what it is, which is the worst answer of all time. So
no,
yeah.
Not at all. I mean, you play most instruments: drums, piano, guitar. When did the love of music come from?
My parents always loved music. My mum can sing a bit, but my dad's tone deaf, so I don't really know where it kind of the singing and playing was. My mum tried to force me to go to like piano lessons and singing lessons and all that stuff, and I hated it. I literally drove past in my whole town the other day my old piano teacher and nearly had PTSD. It was awful. But one day I just sat down and I just started learning piano, and I don't know why, I don't know how, and just that was from that day, kept doing it, and then learned to write songs, and just it kind of took over. I think it was because at the time it was like one of the only things I was like good at, and it just came naturally, so I just kind of pursued it. And then I kind of grew to love it after that, for sure.
Yeah. Well, you're on the way now. I mean, the new single, The Wrong Ones, is out. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's about my disaster of a dating life this year, essentially. It's one of my favourite songs I've written. Actually, me and a couple of friends in Manchester just wrote it one night at like midnight, and we were just sitting in their living room and just sort of jammed out this chorus. And yeah, it's really excited to have it out and start playing it live. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. And when can we expect an album?
That's a question. I'm thinking 2021. We're looking at an album. I sort of started working on it this week, which has been really fun. I've been in Ireland all week, holed up in a little log cabin in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, I'm sort of starting to work on it, but it's exciting. I'm really crazy that I get even think about an album. Yeah.
Do you have to seclude yourself then?
No, yes and no. I think I got sent there to stop because I get distracted very easily. So I got sent there but one of the producers I work with is from Canada, so he'd never been to Ireland. I love Ireland. I never get to go home. We met in the middle. It was great.
Excellent. Yeah. So what is your songwriting process? What do you do when you're
I try to have a moment or like a line from a conversation or just something to go in with. Otherwise, I'll write absolute rubbish. So I wrote this song called Have You Had Enough Wine, which was about an actual conversation I'd had with an ex and trying to talk about real stuff and maybe make it into a bigger thing. But yeah, kind of, sometimes you start with the lyrics, sometimes the producer will come and he's like, I've had this idea, and you're like, oh, we can write over that. That's amazing. Changes every day. But that's kind of the fun of it, otherwise I think I'll be so bored. But yeah, it's just, it changes. So it's good.
Has it been a hard slog to get to come this far?
Yeah, for sure. I've been doing this for a while. I've been doing this since I was sort of 14 or 15 now, so like a while. But it's been amazing. It's not been like overnight really quick, and it's not been too long. It feels like the right amount of time. I've learned so much. I've met so many cool people, and kind of learned what I want to do and who I want to be in this whole weird thing. So yeah, it's been amazing. I think it's all the timing's been perfect. I'm excited to see kind of where the next timing is. But yeah.
Whereabouts in Northern Ireland do you come from?
I'm from a town called Magherafelt, which is in County Derry. It's about halfway between Derry City and Belfast, centre of the universe, really. It's a party town. No, it's not. But yeah, it's cool. I also I lived up in the north coast in Ireland for a long time. I live here in London now, which is, I love it here. But I'm going back home for Christmas, so it should be interesting. Yeah.
Right. I mean, you yourself, you come from a long line of JC Stewarts.
Yeah, I think there's 5. I'm the fifth generation of JC Stewart. My dad's not JC Stewart, but his brother is. But yeah, we had a family business for like 150 years that was called JC Stewart. That was like started as a tea shop and then was a greengrocer's. Really rock and roll. But yeah, so it's kind of the shop still exists, but we don't own it anymore. So I've kind of taken the family business. It was my turn. I'm taking it in a different way. That's far less financially safe. So yeah,
wow,
it's good.
The whole thing is that JC Stewart's is still going.
Yeah, it's something's going. Yeah.
Who are your heroes in music? Who have you looked up to?
Who are my heroes in music? I think, weirdly, I remember when I was like 15 or 16, one of my best friends, we were in music class together, and he's like, you've got to listen to this guy. And I listened to it, and I was like, that's the worst thing I've ever heard. And it was Bob Dylan, and I was like, that's awful. And then a year down the line, I discovered Bob Dylan and the band, and I listened again, and I was like, this is the best thing I've ever heard. So it's the kind of the lyricists and the writers that I love. I see myself as a songwriter as much as anything, so I love those guys, and the band, and Tom Waits, and David Bowie, and Freddie Mercury, and all this, the legend. Even Elvis, I think, actually is a massive one that gets overlooked a lot of the time. Some of the songs are crazy, and he looked slick as well doing it. So it's and then I think that's it.
Away from music, what do you get up to relax?
I rate myself at FIFA quite a lot, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not much of a lad until it comes to FIFA, and then I will destroy anybody. But no, I just like chilling out with my friends. I got a lot of my friends in London are Irish, so we're just like a pile of Irish boys getting into trouble essentially in London. So it's good fun. I like sports, can't play them, so I just watch them, which is good. And yeah, Netflix, a lot of Netflix. An embarrassing amount of Netflix, quite honestly.
I mean, would you prefer playing live or studio work?
Playing live.
Yeah.
Sure. I love being in the studio, don't get me wrong, but it's when you're there for 16 hours and you're just like, I want to go to bed now. That's when it gets long. But no, playing live, especially, I think in the last sort of 6 to 9 months, I really sort of discovered what I wanted to be live as well. And we've just kind of turned everything up and we're like, let's just have fun. So I was the singer-songwriter, the guy with the guitar, and honestly I was getting really bored on stage. So I've got some of my best mates from my band, and we just have a big old party on stage now, and I just look forward to it every night. It's so much fun.
Do you feel like you're growing as a musician?
Massively, and yeah, as a musician, but more as a performer. I think is kind of like my main focus right now. Is I don't even play instruments a lot when I'm on stage anymore. I'm trying to stop doing that and just connect with people in the crowd and actually perform the songs and sing them how they're meant to be sung. So that's been a whole new experience for me, but super fun. Yeah.
And with the December election coming up, if you were Prime Minister, what would be your central policy?
Oh, if I was Prime Minister, I mean, Brexit wouldn't be happening for a start. But if I was Prime Minister, what would I do? I mean, there's serious answers and there's stupid answers. Serious answer. National, what's it called? The National Alliance thing?
Living wage?
No, not the living. You know the one where they're just giving everyone free money? I like that one. That's good. I think that's a good one. Otherwise, I think it would be. What's that? That's a hard question. That's good.
It is.
What would I do if I was Prime Minister? I would probably. I don't know. take over a hotter country and move there. That's the old Britain that we don't want to go back to. But yeah, I don't know.
What's the live schedule looking like for 2020?
It's going to be very busy. So I've got my first headline tour, which is in May, which is very exciting. So that's through Europe, and we're doing Scala in London and Belfast and Dublin. And then, yeah, we've got a lot coming up before that as well that's sort of in the works that we're going to be doing. But I think it's going to be a busy year. So it's terrifying and exciting. My mum's like, "Are you coming home ever?" I'm like, "Probably not, Mother. I'll see you next year."
What are your musical ambitions?
My musical ambitions, I want to do well. I really do. I want to do the Grammys and do the #1s and stuff. That's the goals. But you know, if I headline and sell out tours and I get to release music for a living, genuinely, like in my head, I've kind of made it, even not having a real job and being here. And it sounds stupid, but like for real, it's crazy getting to do this. So yeah, just to be able to keep doing this for as long as possible and still enjoying it, that's kind of the dream. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
For anyone that hasn't come across you yet, what songs, videos should they check out online?
Check out my brand new single, The Wrong Ones, which is on Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon and anywhere you listen to music.
Anything else to say to Music News watchers?
Don't do anything I wouldn't do. It's kind of it.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you so much, man.